making plays. We didn't make enough. We gave him too many opportunities to make plays, and I mean, the quarterback like that, you give him, he know where he's going with the ball. I mean, they was able to crease it on a couple of runs. They made a play, and we'll look at it on tape. I don't really know exactly what may happen, especially when you're in the heat of the moment. But we'll see tomorrow.
Jeff, what was the feeling like when you guys came here halftime, and how tough was it to see things kind of get away from you there, late third, during the fourth?
The feeling when we came in and get ready to go back out is, let's come back in here with a victory, and that didn't happen. So I mean, it sucks when you're able to, when you up like that and you got some momentum to where you come out and we got to do the things that stop getting us beat. I mean, talking about penalty, we talking about turnovers, and they did it. They didn't turn the ball over in the second half, so we got to do a better job of doing the things that help us win football games in this league. And the last 2 weeks we haven't done that. So.
What do you like what was happening, especially in the fourth quarter? Because I think like 23 or 20 of your 53 points have come in the fourth quarter. From your opinion, like what's happening?
I mean, you got to do a better job at finishing. That's what it is. We got to be able to. I mean, we know that a lot of games in this league is won in the fourth quarter. So, how we go by our business and go do everybody got to do their job. That's when crunch time. Especially if a team they down or whatever it may be, we have to stay locked in, and man, everybody got to do their job and learn how to finish fourth quarters. I mean, that's pretty much what it's been, and we got to do a better job in the fourth quarter.
Cam's shown some pretty good stuff. You feel like collectively, you guys may be holding him back, that he could be doing more if he was.
Paul, that's the coach's question. I'm not, my job is to play defensive line. I can't hold Cam back. My job is to go out there and affect their quarterback, not hold Cam back. I mean, ask Kelly that.
What'd you say to you? Need to have a more consistent rush. Is that one of the things that's going to be needed going forward here?
I mean, it's a couple of times that we had solid rushes. I mean, it's not like we wasn't trying to affect the quarterback. I think once we go back and watch the tape, like I said, that's a veteran quarterback, a Hall of Fame quarterback that know where he wanted to go with the ball. Even like on the interception, like the ball was out so fast, and Cody made a hell of a play on that. So, he know where he want to go with the ball. We just, keep doing what we been coached to do, affect the middle of the pocket when playing against a quarterback like that. But like I said, at the end of the day, everybody need to be better. I mean, pass rush could be better, running the game could be stopping the run could be better. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just everybody got to do their job.
What'd you say to the ref when you were pleading your case on the penalty and they picked it up?
I mean, first off, I led with hands. I mean, they picked it up for a reason. As I beat the guy, he was still blocking me and pushing me in the back. So that's an emphasis, a word to. I mean, if he blocking me, I know that for one, if I'm going low on the quarterback, they're gonna call that. But at the same time, if I'm getting pushed or whatever it may be, thanks for the other ref that saw it actually that I was getting blocked from that right side of the line of scrimmage. But I'm glad they was able to pick that up.
Jeff, what's the message going from this game into a divisional opportunity next week?
I mean, come back ready to work. We got two. Well, start off with the coach. I mean, that's, this is how we could turn the season around by winning a big game, and that's in our division against the Colts. We know that's going to be a tough one for us back at home, and it was always tough playing against them guys. So, I come in with a mindset that we need to go 1-0. That's the mindset, and hopefully that's the message. We still in this thing, and 2 games. Do we want to be 0-2? No, but the goal and the message should be let's go 1-0 this week.
Jeff, Peter said that Cam Moore's throw was an elite one for that touchdown. Just curious, could you give their reaction to what you saw on the sideline there?
Man, I've been playing this in the league 7 years now. I mean, that was unbelievable to see. A guy like that who I always talk about his poise. He have a lot of poise when he playing this game, and to be able to direct traffic and throw across his body, that'll piss me off playing defense. But I'm glad he's on my team, and that was good to see from a rookie quarterback. And like I said, it was an unbelievable play for sure.
I thought we had a good tone coming out the break. The game just went another way.
Why do you think that is, that you weren't able to build on that lead?
I'm not 100% sure. We just didn't make the plays, and a lot of penalties. a lot of setbacks. We just didn't do what we needed to do coming out of the half.
How tough is that when you're moving the ball and you're getting in the range, but you have to settle for field goals?
Yeah, we gotta keep practicing, keep getting better, and figure out how to get in the end zone.
It seems like it's frustrating for you to continue to talk about the penalties issue. Is there a way to turn that frustration into action on the positive side?
Yeah, we just got to go back to work. We just got to go to work and get more discipline and just focus in a little better on the play call and just lock in.
How big of an opportunity is it with a divisional opponent coming in here next week and you guys locking in and trying to get to 1 and 2?
Very big. I mean, you got to win all the division games, and these just 2 games. We're still in great shape. We flashed a lot out there. We just got to finish, honestly.
Calvin, as a captain now, do you do anything different in your approach in how you try and correct mistakes and bring guys along after this?
Not really. I'm just more vocal. Just talk about it on the field, off the field. So, just trying to do my part.
How do you feel, Cam hung in there? Obviously, he's under pressure a lot.
Yeah.
But it kept...
Cam's a dog, man. He's gonna get better and better each game, and so is the team. And just give us a chance. We're gonna get there. We flashed, like I said, but we didn't come out with what we wanted. But we gotta just keep hitting the practice field and getting better.
Because of the way his mind works and how good his arm is, it's not out of the question to just run to the opposite side of the field. Like if he's rolling right and you feel like there's space on the left, like run over there. Like he probably is gonna see you. And so I had done that earlier in the preseason, and we seen it. He was like, "I love that. Like do that again." And so that's just what I did. I seen the space on the other side of the field and said, I'm gonna run over there, and he saw me.
Did that ball feel like it forever before it came down?
Like in my mind, like he threw the ball, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm about to score. But the ball just kept staying in the air the whole time. But eventually I came down and I caught it, of course.
Who gets the game ball or the first touchdown? Does he get the ball or do you get it for your first career touch?
You want me to be honest?
Yeah.
That's probably going to Cam. That's Cam's game ball, not mine. That's the number 1 pick's game ball.
But did that feel as good as it looked?
Maybe I'll get like the laces on the top or something. Yeah.
As far as finishing in the second half, what is it going to take this team to kind of
feel
go
like
into the halftime with a lead?
I feel like everybody just has to make one more play, myself included. Like we're just that close. Like one more explosive catch, one more explosive run. I actually think special teams did a really good job this game, and honestly, I think our special teams doing great. But just everybody just making one more play. I feel like we're right there, and we just didn't get it this time.
How tough was that? Because to your point, you moved the ball, but too many times probably had to settle for field goals, right?
Yeah. You never want to do that. You always want to put the football in the box, and something that we're gonna have to address and work on it next week. It's like we're saying, it's not like college. Like you can start slow in the season and still end up being a really good team. And so we just gotta come back and keep doing the same thing in terms of putting in the work and trying to keep getting better.
Had you planned to do Cam's celebration, and what did you think of it?
When I get in there, I just kind of do what comes to mind. I try not to plan too much.
And did Cam say anything about it?
He said, keep going. You need more plays. And so, yeah, just try to keep making more plays for him.
That's what winning football teams, can score in the red zone, can score when they get past midfield, and feel like we stalled out too many times. And that's really the name of the game. We've only got 1 score so far, and we've got to be able to convert when we get in those areas. And moving the ball is great. That happened at times, but you guys scoring points is what we're here to do. So we've got to be way better at that.
Cam's looked pretty good in both games when he's had a chance. How do you guys give him more of a chance? Do you feel like you're holding him back, kind of?
Sorry. Yeah, I think it's a collective thing, and we've got to be better up front. We've had huge challenges, and we've got to meet those to give him the time, because that's our job. There's not much more to it. We've got to protect. We've got to give him time. If he's having to scramble, having to make plays on the move, that's not doing our job.
Has that been frustrating so far in the first couple of games? I know y'all got against some good pass rushes, but I feel like the expectations were pretty high for the line coming into this year in terms of improvement.
Yeah, I think so. Then again, it's week 2. We're not going to, kill ourselves here, but it's got to be better. There's no doubt about that. It's got to be better. We're going to continue to get better and try to do the best we can for him.
Let's say about just the penalties. They've been stacking up the last couple of weeks. What's the emphasis there going forward for you all to try to get better there?
It's not complicated in my opinion. We can't have them, especially the pre-snap, the false starts. You can't do it. It's just we've got to be disciplined, and there's not much. There's no tricks or anything to not having them. It's just don't do them. It's pretty simple, and we've got to be better at that. That's killing drives right now.
Peter, Chig was saying he felt you guys came out a little flat after half. Why do you think that was the case, or how do you feel about that?
I thought we started to move the ball a little bit pretty well that first. I think it was that first drive. We've just got to be able to finish. I think was that the drive we kicked the field goal out of half. Was that? I'm thinking of a different drive. We've got to be great. If we're not starting with the ball and kind of sitting for a while with halftime and defense starting off, we've got to just be able to execute regardless of situation. If that's the beginning of the game, out of half, middle of the second quarter, something like that. We can't be beholden to situations. We've just got to do our job every single play.
This offseason, and I feel like this offseason we did a good job, with limiting our penalties. Like we have all the data on, when we practice and stuff. So when we have a percentage that we try to hit, and we were hitting those percentages. I think now, when it just comes to game time, a lot of guys in new positions, maybe first time, in position, not a lot of games under the belt. Just gotta, be able to calm down, keep their composure, and be able to just run the offense with the team.
Given how confident Cam is he even a guy you need to talk with after an 0-2 start? Or
Nah, Cam's gonna be good. Y'all know Cam, so he's gonna be good. Yeah.
0-2 obviously is not where you guys want to be, but an opportunity next week with a division opponent coming in, home to kind of turn things around. Is that kind of how you're looking at it heading into this week?
Yeah, for sure. Division games are huge games. We come back and win that. It's gonna put us on the right track, and then after that we got another division game. So we're just focusing now. We're flushing this behind us these last 2 weeks, and we're moving forward. Going on to the next.